All right, are we live here? What's happening? Look at that. There be light. All right. Where the hell am I even? What is this shit? What the heck? What the Sigma? There we go. Is it that one? It might not be that one. True. What's up, AO Tad? I think I saw you in the premiere today. I think I recognize your username. What's going on? Not much, man. Just finished up the TikTok. And now gonna talk shortly about all 3 True Religion collabs. Super short stream today, but I wanted to talk about it. I think it's good to make these comparisons. And I'm curious too about how all this stuff, all these garments that we talk about every week, what's happening with them in terms of previous True Religion Supreme artifacts. Because I'm curious. Here's Fall Winter 22. Here's this Gore-Tex. There's that. There's the zip up. Just pulling all this stuff up here. Couple of these items, guys, they look very similar to what we're seeing this week. So I think it'd be a cool concept to just make sure at least I know what I'm talking about. Because half the time that's not the case. I appreciate you, man. But we can just get into it. We got like 8 people here. Remember to hit like. Helps the stream out. I'm just pulling up some stuff on StockX. Essentially what we're going to do is I'm going to break down the various different Supreme True Religion collabs. Starting off with Fall Winter 21. Going into 22. Discussing a little bit of 23. I've been talking about the current Supreme collab for this week for the past 2 days. So it's going to be a lot of reiterating. If you've seen the drop list videos, if you've already watched, it's going to be pretty similar to what I've been saying. But the old stuff, I think is good to revisit. I saw that Luke is also going live right now. So I'll definitely be sure to plug his stream. You guys go hang out with Luke after tapping in here. Or go right now. You're not forced to watch me at all. What's going on? One up. Kareem, you feel me 510 says, I can't wait for Supreme to drop the BB Simon Wolf zip up. I already know they're going to be taxing for that though, SMH. They probably will. It'll be in the 300s, I think. I think I like coped and said like 298, 288, but it's going to be like 368, 348. Do you really watch both at once, One Up? That's crazy. I'm always down to tap in with Luke and jump in with him. It's just our stream formats are so different. They're not that much different, but you know, Luke's got the laid back, chill vibes, and I'm like very manic, caffeinated, like on a Zen at all times. So it's definitely different, but we got all the normal faces in here. we'll get started. Mad Max, what's good? We're talking about, first up, let's go over to fall winter 2021 and see what the heck was happening there. If I can even get it on screen, which is debatable. Dude, Luke is the old dog. He's got a lot of energy for an old dog, though. We're both 30-year-old men at the end of the day. So I'll take the energy, though. I'll take that. So here is the fall 21 collab. This is one of those drops that was, or that released, I should say, during my Supreme hiatus. I don't remember this coming out in the slightest. 2021 was the year I moved from my hometown in with my girlfriend. We moved up to a suburb of Indy. During that time, just a lot of puzzles and pieces. I guess a lot of pieces were moving in my life. So I just wasn't buying Supreme. So here is the write-up on hypebeast.com. There's also this right here if you guys want to check it out. I'll put it in the chat. Supreme X, True Religion, Fall Winter 21. There it is. You can go check that out. Very short. Came out 9/27/21. So this is like a week 5, week 6-ish drop, if my math is correct. Let's actually go see what else came out that week, because I'm curious to see what that would be. So we're going to go over here to community, fall winter 21, scroll down. What was that? September 27th? 9/27/21. Oh, it probably came out the 30th though. Right, because that was the day it posted. Okay, here's the drop. Who remembers this drop? I don't. Like I said, we had some nano flash bug lights. Okay, the faces sweater, the tail hooded. Here's a True Religion item. We'll look at that last. We'll start at the bottom as we do. The kanji baseball jersey, John Coltrane. Damn, True Religion beanie was 40 bucks. Now they're charging us 60, man. Come on, man. Look at this. Black pictures. That is interesting. So there you go. Well, before we get into those items, we're going to go back to the Hypebeast article and just look at the lookbook. So here we go with the fits. Kind of similar. I mean, in terms of the type of jacket, they decided to go with leather for 2025. I actually might dig these pants a little more. I think they definitely are a bit more wearable and probably were a fair bit cheaper. You can see the beanie featuring the same tag and essentially, guys, the same logo. And the hat looks really similar. Look at that. I wonder if this is a True Religion hat. It probably is a True Religion hat blank. I don't know really much about True Religion, except like all the rappers were wearing it in the 2010s. I never bought it. I was like, damn, those pants must be expensive if they're rapping about it. That's kind of where I stood at the time and still kind of do. I do think some of it is pretty neat, but you can see the similar contrast stitching going on here. I'm actually going to spit out my Zen, sorry. Nasty. Sorry, guys. But this is the fit. This is what we were working with in fall winter 21. Lots of denim. Pretty simple. Bigger tag, perhaps, than the current one. It looks like almost the same type of a jacket. Obviously, this is, again, denim, and the new one is leather. Man. I wonder what this is selling for right now. I mean, Real Tree is hype, but I feel like there's something to like older Supreme, even if it's only 4 years old, like sometimes it can have that unobtainium, super rare, like collectability but in other aspects, it can be like kind of hard to find. You know, like no one's selling it. So this trucker jacket was $268, all cotton, 12-ounce denim, super T stitch. Okay. Honestly, similar colors. We got black, indigo, pink, and camo. This time being a real tree-esque, like realistic forest camo. Tag is essentially the exact same. Similar colors. This is fire though. I want to see what this is selling for. Does the StockX link work? It does. Lowest ask, $694. They are pretty similar. Let me log in really quick. Oops, sorry. Stream is started. Okay. Spoiler, some items holding value, but not sure if it was because Supreme was more hyped back then versus now. Yeah, I mean, like definitely this was peak resale COVID era. So some of that left over is a part of it, but you have to consider this one up. Like if we're in 2025, anybody that's trying to sell these items like for resale, those people are like, they've probably offloaded all of their Supreme. Oh, Luke has some of it? Yeah, I don't even know. I know he's been copying Supreme for a little less than I have. So I actually don't know when he started. I never like really talked to him about when he exactly started. But that's cool. Was he wearing the 22 version or the 21? Yeah, there's this weird thing, like I'd love to make a video someday on it about the difference between like hype and that level of resale, like reselling something because like it's the hot item, and then collectability slash value. Like I don't feel like I have the right words to articulate it on stream right now, but there's definitely something to that, you know? There's something to that. Let me try to get the StockX window to show up. Now we're good. Okay. So here are the sale prices, like 400s are the recent ones. Like here's the thing. The way you find value on this is not StockX. And in my opinion, like StockX for Supreme, guys, is really only good at like current season stuff to like 3 years ago. You get past 2022, and I really think you're better off finding stuff on Grailed or Reddit or like forums where people are like actually fans of the stuff. eBay, maybe. eBay, sometimes they will have people just list stuff for years and sit on it. And that's why you're better off just like sending people offers. And StockX, like you can place bids, but like what are the bids even on these items, you know? Like people are not bidding anything. 114 little bullshit bids. They don't mean anything. So that tells me like no one's actively trying to buy this stuff. Like a couple people are basically putting at a little bit above retail, and that could work. And I'd say if you want this older shit, it's good to do that. Like just kind of beat out these guys. I would say something like this is worth probably 320 brand new. I don't think it's worth that much, 268. But that's a made up number that I just kind of came up with. But it's super hard to figure this stuff out. I just wanted to look at like what we're working with. Now, in my opinion, this is the best True Religion Supreme item that's ever been created. I'm going to say it right now. And I know we're just getting into the full on like video, but this thing is doing a lot of stuff right. It's a big logo graphic, which I think we love Supreme items that boldly say Supreme on them. And for a collaboration, you want the best of both worlds. Like, this is kind of how Palace would do it, in my opinion. They would do something similar to this. They would have a True Religion, Buddha. They'd have some fun text, a cool color. And I think this piece just works really, really well. Let's look at it on the drop list when it originally came out. I know I'm kind of skipping around here and changing what I'm doing, but these are fire, man. These look super sick. I get it. They don't want to make exactly the same thing, but I think there was a little missed opportunity this year by not including the Buddha Man. He's fun. I like his style. I like his swag. And I think this is probably holding value okay. Last sale for $448. That's kind of what I would expect. I have to sign in again on every single browser. Nah. Manually search that. But I'm guessing there's not a ton of volume. Where is my thing? There it is. The daily log on StockX is yeah, it's terrible, man. I don't get it. An XL sold recently, dude. 8.5. So this is someone taking advantage of hold up. This is like kind of an out there sale. Same thing with this 971. That's probably tariffs and shit. Let's look at that seller view, dude. Buyer view 971, dude. Damn. That is crazy, bro. I mean, shout out to that guy. That was the last sale in 2023. We saw 2 sales for the entire year of 24. And then look at that. It's so colorway dependent. Last sale. Excuse me. Sales on orange. We only have 2 in 2025, 2 in 24, a lot more in 23, and then obviously a shit ton in 21, 22. Yeah, that's what happens, Thrifted. Like, this stuff gets lost in the mix. Supreme just makes so many damn items that, like, if the piece isn't memorable enough for it to be like part of the Supreme ethos, like a defining piece of a season, and that's again very subjective. Like, sellers can ask whatever they want, and usually, like, I don't know, man, it's tough to say because I don't really pay resale, so I really need to look into the minds of people that do and determine, like, what made you spend $800 on that hoodie. You just needed it, I guess. I don't know, man. It's weird. All this stuff is weird, but it's cool. And I guess that's why we're talking about it right now. We also had the beanie, and I get it, $40. It's only a one-sided thing. I like that you can still wear the 25 version with this tag. I like that. And then we got the product pictures here. Denim trucker. There's the real tree again. It's not actually real tree, but you know what I mean. Or maybe it is. No, it's mossy oak. Let's freaking go, man. I've been talking about mossy oak needs to make their name known. They need to fight back in the camo wars. That's crazy. Do you think the new beanie being 60 kind of kills it? Or it kills you? I get it. 48 would have been nice for sure. Yeah. I think I'm already going to say it, guys. I think this is probably the best collab, and it's the first one yet again. Funny how that always happens. It's a lot smaller. Yeah, 100. This has got to be a True Religion blank. It's literally the exact same hat. The strap is a little different now, and we have like rhinestones on this one. This one's extra frayed. It's definitely a True Religion hat. Me too, bro. The Buddha tag is sick. Yeah. So that is the first rendition of the collab. $40 for the beanie, $238 for the zip up. I mean, that's $10 cheaper, and it came out 4 years ago. The denim cargos at $228, man, that's a good price for a Supreme True Religion collab. That's like, I think if these came out today, they'd be more. They'd be like $268 for the same shit, just from inflation and stuff like that. Yeah, I kind of want to cop one too, man. I'm thinking about copping the beanie maybe, and the polo. I don't think I'm going for personal this week though. As much as I want that quilted, I don't think so. And then I guess we can look at a couple other items. Let's see what the beanies are doing. Last sale $150 for a $40 beanie. I mean, that's not bad. I have to sign out. Classic. I guess I'll just close out all these other StockX tabs. They're literally useless. Lowest ask $478, $476. Okay, $268. 2024 though, hasn't sold any time recently. No bids on it. People aren't looking for it. $198. This year though, not that long. Oh, a week ago. 2 weeks ago? Yep, 2 weeks ago. Man, good timing for that guy. W. Sat on it for 4 years, so it's like, is that an investment? It's more like if you are really just into this shit and then you can afford to be like, oh, I don't need this, I'm just gonna throw it out. But do I recommend everybody or most people to sit on something for 4 years, even though that is a good profit? It's up to you. The price for this week's drop is mad expensive. Yeah, for the bigger pieces it is for sure. For the leather stuff, I think there are some deals to be had. But let's get into fall winter 22. We're just gonna watch my drop list video again. I feel like that's the best way to do it, the easiest way, because I broke this down 2 years ago. And let's see what I thought about this drop back then. My opinion, TM gains, I don't like it. But that's just me, dude. If you like it, you should go for it. I just don't like that the red logo is tonal. I think the black one's a little more readable. And it is pricey. At $198, that's tough. That's tough. Let's get this started. Let's see what old Thomas was saying back when he was a young 28, I think. Yeah, 2 years ago. I'd have been 28. Holy shit. Time flies, doesn't it?
On YouTube, it's your boy Thomas, and today we're looking at Supreme Week 14, the full drop list that comes out in a few hours. Let's get into it.
A few hours, bro. Oh, I was just still my name. We were still just Thomas Finn. We hadn't done the channel name change yet. That's why no one was watching. Like, who is this guy? Clip Champ intro, by the way.
So guys, I know I am very late with this video. I've actually had COVID for the past like half week.
I had COVID, bro. That's crazy.
It's been really terrible, honestly. Do not recommend, so drink your water, take your medicine, do all those things, stay safe, stay healthy. And without further ado, let's look at the Supreme drop list. So for week 14, we have a True Religion collaboration.
True.
Holy shit. Usually for the collaborations, I like to do a separate video. This week, I wasn't able to really get into that, but as we can look here, this is some of the True Religion denim, I believe.
That's not
on that jacket right there.
Is it?
I think all the denim stuff this week
No,
is True Religion.
That's wrong.
That could be something different. Let me actually take a look at Supreme Drops. If you guys don't follow Supreme Drops, him and Drops by Jay are the best when it comes to the actual news and
Bro, I sucked at these videos. I'm glad I got better. Holy shit.
no leaks of what the Supreme items are going to look like. So right here we do have the Frosty the Snowman inflatable kind of decoration. If I didn't have a really nice coffee maker, I would definitely.
I regret passing on this, bro. It was $400 and I realistically didn't have the money to buy it back then, but these are fucking impossible to find now. And like there's US plugs, Australia plugs, fucking UK plugs. I like it in yellow too, but these are really hard to find.
Really get this. The one in red is nice, but the one in yellow, ooh, super, super nice. I guess it's really high quality, handmade in the Netherlands, so that's pretty sweet. And looks like
I just want to hear my takes on the True Religion stuff.
be some cotton, like a sweatshirt. This actually looks to be not even denim. This looks like to be some cotton, like a sweatshirt, sweatpant collection, if my eyes don't deceive me.
Yeah. Are we feeling this video? I feel like this is not even that helpful. I'll keep watching for a little bit, but if I just make this super, it's 7 minutes. We can just watch it.
So
Sorry.
there's that. And then here's the denim with Gore-Tex, that's insane. This style has never been it for me, but for certain people, definitely go for it. You know, it's certainly a unique collaboration. I think this might be the first time they've ever collabed, but
Second.
not too sure. We also do have these hats right here. I forget what this hat is called. I'm blanking it. I used to know what this hat is called. You guys know. It's the freaking...
What's that hat called again? I actually forget already. The Russian hat. They actually do pretty well whenever Supreme releases them by themselves. Yushenka. There it is.
And, you know, the little ear flappy hat. It's exactly what it's called.
It's not
The
too
faux
wrong, ear
fur on
flappy,
it.
yeah.
Very cool. You'll love to see it. So that's the True Religion collab. And we're going to go to our good old friend. You know it. You know who he is. Microsoft Paint.
Dude, this is honestly kind of a goated way to make videos. I love this. I would just go into Microsoft Paint and then
So we
zoom in.
can, zoom in. Voice is obviously still pretty fucked up.
I mean, for a single like page, one take drop list video, it's not bad.
COVID, you know.
Trooper, yeah.
Doing my best here to bring you guys the Supreme news. So we do.
Anyway, that wasn't that helpful, Thomas. I appreciate you for putting in the work. We got 5 likes there, guys. Go show old Thomas some love. Give him a follow. Subscribe. That'd make his day. But we're going to go actually back to... Did I have it pulled up? I did. But now I don't. The True Religion collab from Fall Winter 22. What I was just talking about. I think it's easily the weakest, mostly because of the Gore-Tex stuff. I just don't feel like it was that good of a match, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Did you guys buy any of this stuff? It's fine. The Supreme branding is okay, but yeah, they were kind of. I just don't feel like it was that good of a collection, really. Like, there's not much else to say. Similar type of sweatshirt and sweatpants as we're getting this season, but I would say the current one is actually surprisingly the most fleshed out collab. It has the most number of garments, separate pieces. Like the first two had like 5 items. This one we have the Gore-Tex jacket in a couple colorways. White, never good. So I don't like the colors here. They're fine. Like red is good. Denim is solid. Black, you gotta have it. But the secondary fun colors just weren't really hitting here. They kept it really safe. Big tag. I just don't think it needed to be Gore-Tex at all. Let's go. Got my Supreme package today and they threw in a $1 bill. That's sick, man. I'm really wanting to get that. I hope it's sitting right next to me. I got my leopard stuff right here. And I'm going to unbox that on Saturday. But let's look at the sweatshirts. Almost exactly the same. Just not crazy. Say something real, Thomas. What are we talking about here? Yeah, they're just different colors. I mean, I can't really tell that much of a difference. There's slight differences in the fraying and the types of bedazzling. I think we have the studs for the current one. I don't have it pulled up. But if we look at the difference, yeah, we have studs that are inside the middle of the U here versus these ones. And I think you can read the Supreme a little better. We do have some tonal ones that are similar to that. But look at the black one, man. The black one is like carbon copy, damn near. I'm losing my place, sorry. Yeah, very close, very similar. I mean, it's basically a True Religion blank is essentially what it is. That's the brown one that Luke has. Okay, what's up, coach? Yes, yes, yes. Hell yeah. And then we got the pants, which are very similar, as would be expected, of what I assume to be True Religion blanks. But there you go. There's the different colorways. I don't like these as much. I think the current ones are a lot better. And then we got the Ushanka hats, which is kind of like this year's version of the ear flap. I'm going to give it to the Ushanka, though. I think this is a cooler hat. It's much more winterized, does its thing. This one, I don't know about the flat bill or the baseball cap. It's a look. It's a meme. But I think if you're going all out for winter, I'd rather have the Trooper. So I think it's pretty simple, guys. I think Fall Winter 21 is the best. If we go back to that, I wish I saved my links. Sorry for not saving my links. We go to Fall Winter 21. Easily the best. A lot of wearable garments. I think the pants for sure were the best. I think this was the best iteration of the trucker jacket. We had that real tree camo, which was cool. Sorry, Mossy Oak, Stolen Valor. And then we got this guy, which is still, in my opinion, the best ever Supreme True Religion item. I just love the Buddha Man. He looks sick. This beanie is all right at $40. Not bad. But I think the current season one, guys, this week's for week 13 is a close second place. Like, it's not too far behind. I'm not going to talk about the whole drop list on this stream. This is going to be a very short little deal. Thank you guys for hopping in here. But I still love the flannel. I like the zip up. 258 is unfortunately BK. Beanie is not 40. Well, if you were paying attention, brother, I'm talking about the first beanie that came out from Fall Winter 21. And it was 40. So, sorry, bud. There you go. This beanie is 60, though. Yes. So you are correct on that. 68. 68 euros. Which I do think it still looks good. It's double-sided, so you can wear it both ways. But essentially, when they released it the first time, it was just like this. I think the tag was maybe a little bit bigger. Actually, it looked very similar. Almost exactly the same. I agree with that, Thrifted. 248 is a little taxed. Okay, it was 258 euros. 248 is a little taxed. Yeah, for sure. But like, it's Supreme we're talking about here. Sometimes I feel like people are like, understandably complain about stuff that's unfairly priced when it's unfairly priced. At the end of the day, it should be 148. In what world should it be 148, dude? I mean, that'd be great, but you're just living in a fantasy if you genuinely think that. That's just not what Supreme does for collaborations. And I'm sure if you find the True Religion blank, it's not going to be 148 either. So I like the enthusiasm, but let's see. I mean, it's on sale, dude. Why don't you just go buy this one? There's 78 bucks. Oh, we can spin the wheel. Damn, True Religion had to stoop down that low. But this is essentially what they're printing them on. They're just taking one of these. They should have done this one, man. Even worse if it's a True Religion blank. Dude, you are the biggest hater, BK. Do you even like Supreme? I've never seen you comment a single positive thing about this brand. I love it. I love that you're the resident hater, but it's just really funny to me. You're just always pissed off about it, but that's fine. I guess someone's got to be. You got to have the resident hater, folks. Keep us all in line. But yeah, I think the biggest, if we want to complain, I think these being 400 is smoking, right? Smoking crack. What's the good shit, bro? What's the good shit, BK? What have you copped this season, bro? What's the good shit? What have been your cops this season? I want to hear what the good shit is. Camel one's tough. I like them. I think they're pretty decent. Not for 400 though. Like, I was thinking these would be like 248, 250 max. But if we went back to the original one, I think these were, what was the price on them? I don't think we looked at them. This came out on September 30th. That's right. So we'll go here. Fall, winter 21. September the 30th. And these were 228, bro. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me to have those be the price that they're at. So I can definitely agree with people complaining about the prices of those. Leather stuff, I just don't fucking know, man. Leather stuff, this could be $1,250. You know, I feel like all leather shit is expensive. I don't buy it, like, personally. So yeah, leather is a big pass. I think the flannel is decent, like 178. That's what Supreme damn near charges for their own flannels. So for a collab price, I like it. I'm ultimately going to pass on it. I don't think there's really a ton of resale on this guy. I would like it for the personal. I'd love to try this on in a store. Yeah. And this would be my personal cop. I think it's pretty clean. Yellow flannel, interesting. I'm not feeling it as much. I can see the appeal. I just feel like yellow, it's such a difficult color for me to throw on or to like imagine an outfit with it. I'm more so liking yellow as like a accent color, but I get you. Ear flap, 90. Mesh back. This dude, 78. Here's the thing. I would love this at 68 bucks, but I'm not going to split hairs over $10 difference. It is what it is. Are they charging extra for these studs? I don't fucking know. BB Simon is way fucking worse in my opinion, and that shit mostly sucks ass. So I'd rather have this hat than like the BB Simon hat that came out earlier. Honestly, even if it is just a True Religion blank with Supreme printed on there, I think that's cool. I'm liking it. Yeah. So we'll see. I could low key just see myself skipping entirely once drop day comes if I'm feeling that skip vibes, because I officially took the time off, guys. We are going to, well, I'm going. I'll be streaming, but I'm going to California the second week of December for Box Logo Week, and that's gonna be sick as fuck. So probably try to link up with Ernest Khan, do an IRL stream, do typical drop list video stuff. I'm gonna sign up for a slot. I think they have signups. Yeah, they do for Box Logo Week. They should. True Religion hats are kind of expensive. Normal hats, no collab. Yeah. They are. Apparently, I guess. I don't know. Ah, Thrifted, you're a cardigan guy. I hate that in my video, I didn't look at the price of what was on the screen, and I just read off of Drops's because I said 138 in the video, and it's a typo, and it was actually a tactic to get people to comment. Let's see if anyone corrected me in the comments. Just want pants the top with first up the textured cardigan. Oh, we didn't have prices yet. That's right, because I recorded it in the morning and I just put the prices there. I didn't double check community. But yeah, Supreme Drops made a typo. It is what it is. God forbid a man gets a typo. But the cardigan is $228. Yeah, bro, that and a beanie? Sure. I think this colorway is the best, low key. I like this dark, kind of reminds me of like a little sunset. It looks like a little sunset. I know it's like navy and you don't think of that as like a sunset color, but there's definitely can be navy tones and like a sunset on like a beach. Maybe it's a slightly overcast or some clouds in the air. I like it. That's what you're going for. Let's go, dude. This one's too much. This one's chaotic and actually does look more like a traditional sunset, but man, that's a piece right there. And then black, it's like black cardigan. Get some color in your life, bro. This thing is clean. I like it. I'd have to wear it and get an outfit together. I just don't really see myself wearing too many cardigans, but that's about it, guys. I think we covered it all. I mean, what's my final take on Supreme True Religion? I mean, it's more or less similar vibes to what we've seen from seasons past. The cargos are way too expensive. I didn't really touch on the puffers, but I feel like it's self-explanatory. $600 for a puffer. That's just like what Supreme puffers typically cost when they collab with people. Like, I think the Gore-Tex one last week was much better at pretty much the same price. $598 versus $598. Yeah, I think you're way better off with the Gore-Tex. Maybe it's overpriced. If it was $498, that'd be a lot better. Dude, I wouldn't pay $228 for this thing. I would only buy this if it was free. You know, I want Supreme to pay me. Oh my god, guys, it's the funniest thing ever. When people in my personal life ask me about Supreme, they see my videos on Instagram or whatever, and they're like, does Supreme pay you to make these videos? And I'm like, yeah, they do actually. They pay me $1 million a year. It's actually crazy. I have to tell them, Supreme probably would rather me not even exist, to be honest. They don't give a fuck. But trying to explain that to people is kind of funny. But YouTube pays me, so there you go. YouTube pays me for that shit. Speaking of that, and welcome back from the ad if you don't have YouTube Premium. Thank you for watching. Carco, sleeper item of the week. I am getting too far into just reviewing the drop list again, guys, so I don't want to do that right now. I think you guys know my take on this thing. I like it. The pin is sick. But yeah, man. I mean, Supreme True Religion, which one is the best? I think the best, Fall Winter 21, right? Followed shortly by this one. And then Fall Winter 22 was the kind of right there in the middle. Or no, sorry. Fall Winter 22 sucked. Yeah, I don't have it pulled up. But Fall Winter 22 was not great. I'll get one last image of that. Yeah, 8 out of 10. I think I was a little bit hyped on my initial thing where I put this week as an 8.5 out of 10. I think 8 out of 10 is still decent. Maybe 7.5. Who fucking cares? It's like all these numbers are subjective. I like some of the pieces. It's a lot better than this one from Fall Winter 22. But there you go, guys. Supreme True Religion. Who was the truest? I think we got to give it to the OG. It was the truest of all times. Now, I'm gonna turn it over to my my trusty sidekick Luke, my trusty compatriot. Pull up.
I need
his
to know
stream.
that too, Fly. Supreme.
Sorry, that's so loud. But Luke is streaming right now. Crank down my music. I'll put his link to his stream
Q5J. What up, dog?
in the
Bring
chat.
on Danny Hamilton baseball stuff.
One Up really is watching both. That's crazy, bro.
You know, or Jeff Hamilton.
That's
stuff?
dedication. Thank you, One
Is that
Up.
what you talk about?
Let's go.
Q5J.
Follow Luke. Tap in with him.
Joseph Vicario.
He will read your
I
chat.
looked up the ones from last season.
Unlike me, I read like 50% of chat. But go check out Luke. Thank you guys for watching. Sleeper Shooter of the week tomorrow, I guess. I mean, what do we have? Palace like did some teaser, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, go check out Luke. He's the dog. And that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna go play some Battlefield and get ready for Muay Thai. I'm doing 2 days in a row because I'm freaking just that guy. So thank you guys for watching.
I'm skipping down.
See you Thursday.
I'm skipping down, dogs. 3M just made the liner. Oh, okay. Okay, Joseph Vicario. All right, dope. Thanks. Let me find that sucker real quick because I just want to see that. Just the liner. Unless I closed out of it. Just the liner.